What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Monthly Mayhem Week 2. Now, the car itself here, not any different than the last time you saw it, but I have made progress still. At this time, the foams from Crawler Innovations are on the way. I talked to Eddie, and he's putting together a foam package that you can actually buy with pre-existing parts, just mixing and matching from 2230 foams that he already makes and outer foams for tires the size of a Proline Hyrax. It's going to work out quite well, and plus easily replicatable yourself if you wanted to try and accomplish the same thing. Now, I've also finished the bulk of the chassis design that I started in the vlog video, that very long vlog video that I don't know how it was received yet, since I'm filming this on Thursday, and I'm actually flying out today to go back to Missouri, and then I'm flying back at like 10 o'clock at night the night before this actually airs, so that's why I'm kind of filming in advance. But between the time that I'm filming this and that you're watching this, hopefully I've got my motor on its way. I've got a Tiken RX-8 ESC here that I plan to use. I'm going to make my final motor choice. Gearing has obviously been a discussion. There was a lot of comments about that in the very first video. Now, using a gear reduction in front of the motor, you know, like a planetary gear reduction, that just won't work in a truck like this where you're trying to put, you know, real power through it. Those things are not made to hold up to any sort of real power. I mean, even some brush motors, you can terminate those gears in there without too much effort. So in this, we're gonna have to do gearing the old-fashioned way. My initial goal is going to be to try and take and get a low kV, high torque motor that I can put in here. From there, if that doesn't work, plan B is to just go all out, and I'm gonna take out the center differential. I'm going to put a standard style SCX10 type transmission in here, and then I'm going to make custom drive shafts with dog bone ends. I'll find a dog bone end that will work, and I'll take it and I will weld that to a standard drive shaft style piece that will attach to the transmission. I know I can make that work if I absolutely have to. I really hope that I don't have to go that route, but I can make it happen if I have to. Really hope that I don't, though. There were some other comments in the video, like, you know, trying to add portals to this, and the one-to-one version that I was kind of modeling this after actually does use portals at all four corners, but the R&D and the work that would go in to try and make that happen on this car in any sort of time frame like that would just be outrageous and really just not feasible. Plus the amount of investment that it would take to get that done in time with custom gears and housings and all that is just, that's an unreasonable thing. You're not gonna be able to modify an existing portal to drop into something like this, so you would be creating a very custom part, and that's just not a real life option within this amount of time and with the budget that I'm willing to throw at it. Since the last video, I have made a couple of little small decisions. I do want to try and narrow up these DE racing wheels a little bit, somewhere around 1/4 of an inch probably. I might just actually take off the lip between the inner bead side and this outer bead side. You know, there's that gap there where you usually would set the tire. I might try and do that. It looks like it will really help me pull the tire away a little bit, keeping me at the same track width really, but just giving me a little bit better clearances in areas. One of the two SoCal guys that are running this same platform in U4RC down in SoCal, Tyler actually had sent me a message and just discussed a little bit about his experience with this so far, and he was mentioning definitely put the aluminum servo saver in there, and I've actually already done that. Proline sent that with some of the other upgrades, so that's in there. That should be beefy. I'm gonna probably drop in my Futaba S9177 SV servo, get that in here soon. Got my receiver in today, and you know, it's really the motor is the last thing, and then deciding on the final size, capacity, and voltage of the battery that I plan to use. As soon as I'm back, my plan is to dive head first into the cage work. That's going to be my biggest hurdle and the most amount of time. I had mentioned up to this point some modifications I plan to do to the bumpers. I am going to remove this rear bumper skid plate setup completely and just try and tie something in with a little bit of tube work and some skid plate looking items. In the front, I do hope to take and narrow this front plastic bumper up by at least 50%, try and make it look a little bit more like an Ultra4 front skid plate area would look like, and then I'll completely remove the plastic tube style bumper that will be on there. Once the cage work is really going, I'm going to try and confirm that I built my hood as close as possible to my 3D model, and then I will start 3D printing a hood. I'll get a design working on that after I get it fabricated, just to make sure that I don't need to tweak anything too much, you know, versus real life and CAD world, and things don't always play 100% with each other. So I'm going to try and get that get the hood designed, and then start fabricating up my side panels. I'm gonna leave the spare tire off, even though the full-size version showed a spare tire. I'm not gonna, add the extra weight back there. I'll leave some of those extra scale points to Matt to try and overcome some of his shortcomings. But for the most part, I think that this truck will be fairly scale in a lot of ways still, just really focused on the performance where it counts. My hope is that by the time I'm back and this video is airing, I've got all of the electronics package in hand so that I can get them installed and I can see if it's going to work. That way I can start working on the tube cage, and if I need to make a change of plans, I've got the time to do that still. But I want to try and get it in there and do just a little bit of testing to make sure that everything is going to work the way that I'm hoping it will. So by Friday's vlog update, I fully expect that we'll be showing cage fabrication video, showing you a little bit of how I'm going to go about it, try and document it as much as possible within a reasonable amount of time. We'll see if that 19-minute vlog from last Friday was accepted at all, or if people were just bored out of their mind staring at CAD. I had no idea how long that vlog update was going to be when I was filming it. It just turned out to be that long. So drop in the comments below if the super long form video like that was reasonable at all, or if you guys just don't have time to watch 19-minute videos. I get it. But it may help me drive which way that I go, especially for this coming Friday's vlog update, because longer videos I can, show more and get a little bit more in depth. But if it just didn't work and we need to keep it a little bit shorter and much more brief, I will absolutely go that route. Thanks for all of the comments on the first video for this challenge. This one is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Going head to head is really going to change the dynamic of it. And all the encouraging comments you guys gave to Matt to help, boost him up and still make him feel like he has some sort of chance are helpful. It's important to have somebody to work with like Matt. Letting him win the last one was important to the series so that we could go further down the line and do more and more of these seasons. With that, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all you guys' comments. These things are a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun doing them. Really looking forward to seeing how this one finishes up. I am truly genuinely excited and having a lot of fun. Hit the like button if you enjoy them. If you don't, there's a button for that too. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell so you see these videos as soon as they get uploaded. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, Wednesdays and Fridays. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.